Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is Skullgirls Online Battles, episode 102. A loss a day keeps the rust away. Now, I actually didn't even plan to do this kind of topic until I played Painwheel. Ugh. I am not a good Painwheel player at all, by any means. Same thing with Double. But I do try to at least know the things that I need to do to play as Painwheel. At one point I will definitely dedicate a good amount of time to pick up both characters, but these are my Achilles heel in characters. So you definitely can see that my I do not play the best in these matches. So I definitely had to pick some sort of partner to kind of help me at least elongate these matches and not just have them perfected on me. So, what I mean by loss a day keeps the rust away is that I mean sometimes losing is a good thing. And what do I mean by that is that if I didn't lose a lot with Painwheel, I probably wouldn't have too much of a drive to really get better at her. And that's the same thing with every other character. If you lose a lot with a character, but you really do like that character, you'll have a bigger drive to get better with that character and learn more things and just become more creative with that character than if you were just winning over and over and over again with that character. So that's the thing with me and Painwheel. I like Painwheel, I like Double, I like their characters, I like Painwheel a little bit more, and I love seeing her in action, but I cannot play Painwheel to any capacity. So it does encourage me to actually think of some ways to get better at her. For me, the problem with Painwheel is her flight cancels, and just her combos are very awkward for me. So one day I hopefully will get better at Painwheel, but to continue on losing with Painwheel is something that I do take as a more of a learning experience than a discouragement, and that's what a lot of people should take their losses as. Even if you're the best, let's just say that you're the best Skullgirls player ever, and then you lost to something that you absolutely, positively know that you shouldn't have lost to. Like you were just having a bad day, and you lost to something that a new player would do. Like just mashing, jumping heavy punch with Philia. And you lost to that. Instead of just getting mad and screaming at the monitor saying, "Why did I lose to that? I'm so much better than that player. I should have won. It's not my fault, it's theirs." Why not just take the experience as a learning experience? Take the loss and make it into something positive. Go like, you know what? I had to give more respect to that player. Even though if I think that I'm a better player than him, I shouldn't have just fooled around with my character, and I should have given the player more respect. And that is going to be a different topic for later, about respecting your opponent and when is it a good time just to fool around with your opponent, because I do that way too often. Is when I get when I'm winning and I'm confident that I'm going to win no matter what, I sometimes fool around with my opponent. But enough of that. Respecting your opponent will be a different topic for a later day. Take your losses as a learning experience, even if it's something that you know that you already know. It's always good to take it as a learning experience. Even if it's something that's not even practical, really. Like, here's an example for here. Even though knowing matchups in a laggy match, like this one was really lagging for me, even though knowing matchups in a laggy match probably isn't that great for offline competitive play, it is good for online competitive play. So if you're going up against a laggy opponent and you lost to something that you know that you shouldn't have, or you just lost to something that you feel like was really dumb, and if the lag was a lot less, you might have changed the match in a more dramatic way. instead of just raging at the lag or getting mad at it, it is okay to get mad at something like that, but it isn't. But raging at it is just a little bit of a overstatement on what you should be doing. And what you should be doing is just saying, you know what, even though that was a laggy match, at least I learned that Philly, if I'm mashing updo and they're just approaching at that kind of lag, updo's not going to come out in that kind of lag. So then when a situation like that arises again, you will at least have some knowledge of what to do, even though the match night might not be that fun, just because it is lagging terribly, which is a whole different problem of itself that we might get into at a different time. So if you guys do lose, like I do in all these matches, because I am just a terrible Painwheel player, please don't take it to heart so much. Take it more as a learning experience. Learn from your mistakes instead of making it a huge issue that does not need to be addressed. Alright, so we just talked about that topic in a good fashion. I feel like we've gotten enough. As you see, my Painwheel is not the best. Right now, I was just glad not to get it perfected on. So that was basically the goal. The goal is to show at least I have a small understanding of how to play this character. That I could show my opponent I at least know a little bit of what I'm doing, instead of just getting perfected on. So, if you guys did enjoy this episode, consider commenting on what character you want me to use next. Palettes, random is a character in my book. And don't forget to suggest ideas for future episodes. And check out the stream tonight. Click the description below. Thanks for watching.